I'm a liberal and a gun owner, and I hate when Democrats talk about assault weapons bans, and I'll tell you why. Did you know that there's no actual solid definition as to what an assault weapon is? Using the phrase assault weapon is propaganda. Sorry, it is. There's no working definition. There's nothing to base that on. It's so vague, it's stupid. It's pandering to a knowledgeless base, unfortunately, because I don't like lying. And that doesn't matter if it's the Republicans or the Democrats. Now, I'm all for background checks, because who the hell wants bad people to get guns? So, closing up loopholes makes sense. Having background checks makes sense. Generally, putting a law banning certain whatevers is ridiculous, because we all know only law-abiding people follow laws. Now, there used to be a working definition as to what an assault rifle was, and usually this referred to as a select fire weapon, meaning you could select between a safe mode, a burst mode, where it would fire like 3 shots at a time, or full auto. Or there's also, semi-auto, where it's single shot. But that's it. But lately, that's just gone out the window. And now they have weird classifiers to try to target very specific weapons, because they can't define it otherwise. They can't define it by caliber. You can't define it by style of weapon, like the AR-15, for example. AR doesn't mean assault rifle. Sorry. AR stands for Armor Light Rifle, from the original manufacturer who designed the original patent. Sorry. And there's really no reason for a common sense gun owner to be against common sense gun laws. Unless, of course, you're not a common sense gun owner, in which case you probably shouldn't have a gun in the first place. The rhetoric of Democrats want to take your guns away is fear-mongering, which is pretty common for the GOP. Most of their base is rooted in fear-mongering. Most of their arguments are rooted in fear-mongering. A lot of their platforms are rooted in fear-mongering. So as a Democrat, when you hear other Democrats talk about banning assault weapons, your first question should be, what defines an assault weapon? Remember, AR-15s are not really assault weapons. They look scary because they look like weapons used by the military. But AR-15s are civilian use weapons. That's all they are. They're semi-automatic, 1 fire per 1 pull of the trigger. Like a handgun and some rifles, other rifles. So don't get caught up in the rhetoric. Don't get caught up in the propaganda. Ask the right questions and know when you're being bullshitted even by your own party. I'm not against gun laws. I'm just against lying and misrepresentation. Now, I'm not going to get into the argument of guns don't kill people, people kill people, because it's true. A gun is an inanimate object. It takes a person to use it. It takes a person to aim it and to pull the trigger. And unfortunately, violent people will do violent things. They will commit atrocities in whatever way, shape, or form, if they want to. That's the fact. Laws affect law-abiding citizens. That's a fact. What we need to try to focus on is why certain people make the decisions that they do. And that's hard, and I don't have those answers. And you may be wondering if there's anything else you can do. Well, read up on assault weapons and what that means. Read up on AR-15s and the history of them. If you've never shot a gun before, right, then why should you have an opinion about them? Maybe you should go shoot one. Maybe you should go to a range and learn about them. Maybe if you know of someone who shoots, they can take you and get you some experience. You might actually like shooting, and that might change your perspective on the whole industry of gun ownership. If you're local and you know me, I'd happily take you with me one day to the range. Peace.